I just placed a bid on this 2019 Tesla Model S 100D on an auction, an online auction. Bought this thing sight unseen. My high bid was $7,100. Now, first off, this auction is a tow yard auction, so it's not like Copart where you get a lot of information. Maybe you get some additional pictures. You get a couple pictures and a few unknowns. So you can see right here, it has a previous salvage history. It is a 2019, no key, unknown whether it runs, unknown whether it drives, but we're gonna take the risk on this thing and see if we could pick it up and whether it was a good deal or not. Looking around the car, at one point in time, it did have some battery and the handle was popped up, which means that you could open the door. You could see in the inside, no airbags are popped, or at least any that we could see as of now, and a little bit of a wreck here in the front. When making the decision to place the bid on this thing, the first thing I did was head over here to eBay and take a look. So you could see 2019 Model S with 50,000 miles, it's $36,000. Scroll down to some older models, $29,000, $29,000, $28,000, $27,000. So that is potentially what this car would be worth fixed if it did not have a salvage title, which it does. But the crazy thing is, this thing had an MSRP of $94,000, which is pretty sweet. But we'll cruise over, take a look. Rear drive unit is worth $5,900, and somebody has the 100K battery pack, which this is a 100D for $15,900. Not necessarily saying that those things are actually selling for that price, but that is what quite a few people have these things listed for, so there definitely has to be some pretty big value there. So like I said, I've never messed with a Tesla like this before. I'm typically known for building other cars with gasoline powered engines. You can see the Toyota Supra, the K-Series all-wheel drive Civic. We got some diesel truck stuff. I had an Audi R8 about 5 years ago. So I just love building things. Most recently, we just finished this Toyota Chaser, which is a turbo 4-door sedan. That's just our current giveaway car on motionontv.com. We just went out to the junkyard and grabbed $15,000 worth of parts, which I just listed on my eBay store. And we turboed a Honda Civic Sleeper. So I am not biased on anything. I love all cars. Let's see what I got myself into with this Tesla. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have the F450. Well, I'm sitting in the F450 and we have the trailer hooked up, which means we're going to get a project car. We are on the highway. We are ready to rip. I got some boards. I have a jump pack, and I really hope we could get this thing on the trailer. Yesterday I was on the auction, and I've recently been looking at some electric vehicles, and let's just say that we bought a pretty serious one that might be a little bit of a challenge to get on the trailer, but I don't want to spoil it too much. Let's just continue driving. We got about an hour and a half ride to get there, and hopefully we get this thing on the trailer, and we'll show you guys what we purchase as soon as we get there. And I think you guys are going to be either stoked or pissed, but we'll figure it out. Our boys, here we are at the auction. So just got this thing. Front end is definitely worse than I thought, but it hit above this thing, so it looks like the frame rails and everything are okay. Just everything behind it. So you can see the headlights are all trashed. A bunch of this stuff. We have, I think that's the air system, so I wonder if we could just freaking plug into that, pump it up, and get her ripping. But yeah, right now it's just kind of sitting on the ground. I think there's supposed to be a place where you could like jump it and give it battery power to be able to possibly like get inside here. But you could see, I've never messed with one of these Teslas before, but you can see how low it is. It's literally like almost sitting on the ground, and the front bumper is sitting on the ground. So I'll definitely try to pull the bumper off, try to get this thing maybe aired up. I have some little roller dollies that we should be able to put under the back and get it moved. Alright, so we got this thing freaking loaded up and we are driving around Denver. Gonna make a pit stop at Levi's shop. His kind of second, well, he does three things to make money, I guess. He's a chiropractor, he owns, he runs Drift Colorado, the local drift events here in Colorado. How you doing? Oh, yeah. Man, I didn't know we was gonna get a drift today. Man, the F450 is just good. It's just such a unit to drive. I mean, look at this. We got the freaking full screen CarPlay. Well, almost full screen. We got the Tesla on the back. I'm gonna be Tesla Ty, or no, that Ty got a Tesla, so we call him Tesla Ty jacking around. I'm gonna be Tesla Trev here in a little bit. We're gonna stop at Levi's shop and we're gonna pick up some parts for my BMW S52 engine. And the reason is because, you know, I need that because we need an oil pan for it. So we're gonna stop over here. He has a bunch of parts that he has listed for sale. That's kind of what he does. And he guided me a lot during the process when I was buying everything from the junkyard. He's like, get this, get this, get this, get this. Make sure you get that. I was like, what about this? He's like, oh yeah, get that. And I was like, what about this? He's like, nah, you don't need that. So anyhow, he's, you know, me and Levi have been friends for a long time. So I'll show him the Tesla. Look at that thing. That's me. I don't know what I did, but I freaking got her. Hello.
Hey.
What are you doing?
I'm just almost to the courthouse.
Oh, nice.
Did you just pick up your Tesla or what?
I just got my dirty old Tesla. That's right.
I can tell.
So, why can you hear a little bit of hype in my voice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we made it over to Levi's shop, and he's already. Where are you at? Where's
the trailer, dude?
Look at this place. This is wild. I love it though. Like this is 3 series parts right here. If you don't have it,
it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist, I guess.
Yeah, we have all of the stuff.
So again, huge shout out to Levi. He was helping me out a whole lot. He was like excited for me and sad at the same time that he didn't get it. He was
Dude,
like,
I wanted the deal.
He's like, where is this thing at? What time do they open?
Yeah, I was about to race down there and get it.
Yeah, well.
I should have been there when they opened, been there working on it when
just
you showed up.
Yeah, I would have been like, dang.
Do you have the oil drain plug?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, maybe unless it's broken off.
I don't know.
So we are getting an oil pan for that S52. We had, you know, it got damaged in the accident, so we might as well get that replaced. But man, you got all the parts here. How long does stuff sit? A while?
Some of the stuff sits a couple years, but most of the stuff goes pretty quick. Like, yeah, there's like spindles and things like that, and brakes tend to go right away. Steering columns tend to go pretty quick. These we stack up like valve covers and stuff because they break regularly. So we don't even sell all of them. We try and keep a stock for ourselves.
Yeah. I love the setup in here. This is pretty good. So this is your oil pan hoard.
Yep.
Man, I think
you got 36, 46, all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drives. Pickup tubes are all
AC lines. Yeah, air. Man, this is it. Got coolant hoses. You could probably just build like 10 3 series.
Well, we built 2 drift cars out of just spare parts out of here.
Well, that makes sense. So the last drift event of the season is this weekend, right?
Correct.
And I haven't made it to any Drift Colorado events this year. I went to the Slush event and 2 LZ events. And then, I think that was it. Maybe one, it's stupid. But
we were trying to get you to the Pro-Am, but I heard you were too afraid to drive.
My car's taken apart. I wouldn't be afraid of, well, and then also, you know what I had to do? All the tech stuff.
Oh yeah, that part does suck.
I didn't, like, my car's literally been the same since freaking 2016, 2017, something like that.
It's like $4,000 in just tech.
Yeah.
Like just safety stuff.
Man. Well, if any of y'all need any 3 series parts, you have E36, E46,
yep.
All that stuff. 3 series parts, and you guys do a lot of stuff on eBay, right? But also you could just call the shop, message the shop, buy things.
You just come by and pick up all the garbage you need. Like I have every diff ratio, I think. Those are all the E46, and then I've got at least 12, 15 E36 diffs inside.
Nice. Well, I want you to take a look at the Tesla too. Do you want to show me anything?
This is my wife's drift missile.
I'm
building a set of coilovers.
from all your spare parts.
Yep.
Well, I could have contributed. I have one of these that came with that car too.
Oh, just a coilover?
Well, no, it's like a bunch of, it was like, this is BC Racing, but this is a different thing, but the top is something else, and then the rear has like some BC Racing stuff.
That's what I'm doing.
Well, you're gonna do it. 3 series parts, look at that. I like that sticker, looks good. So M3 drift car for the wife?
Yeah, it's for the kids and the wife. It's basically a bone stock M3 drivetrain. I built my own knuckles. I do my own geometry, extended arms.
So it's a good one.
Yeah, it works amazing.
This thing looks like it would be a lot of fun because
it just works.
The car that I have in Florida, that 328, like that thing is just so much fun. I would kind of like to get it out here, but I also kind of want to leave it there. Then
you just need to buy another one.
Maybe I just need to buy another one.
You just need to buy another.
Well, now I have all this S52 stuff and a ZF, but then I also kind of want to sell it. So
I have a coupe shell.
Ooh.
A bare coupe shell.
I can maybe figure it out. Actually, I'm getting a phone call. Hold on. That might work. I like this bin. I kind of want one of these for nuts and bolts. He's got drive shafts, other cars. He's got transmissions, engines, and then he also has fenders. Look at all these fenders and seats. Pretty crazy. And you sell AMSOIL too.
I do sell AMSOIL. I give you a little tour here. Just had a seat reupholstered.
That looks nice.
This is like a bunch of just miscellaneous seats. Like these are some rare natural brown wagon seats, touring seats. Just not super common, so they're not.
And then there's one guy in the world who probably wants those, and he won't buy them from you for a while, but maybe he will.
I just made a huge mess here digging for one door panel, but that's all door panels, regulators. We have a bunch of like S52 cams, S52 cranks that have been polished and balanced.
Nice.
Then this is all like new parts, cooling systems, whatnot.
You got the speakers for
in case we want to bump it out.
The nice.
Like we have like full cooling systems like ready to go for 3646 here.
Well then, because you sell some of these cars too, so if you get too nice a one, but are they pretty much always worth more in parts?
Yeah. Most of the time, like if I build one, it's usually commissioned. Like somebody wants a specific car.
And you're being a nice guy and you want to sell it to them. Well,
this is our wheel room. We can't store wheels outside because they disappear and scrappers steal them.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pretty cool setup. I mean, for the small amount of square footage, you guys definitely got it packed up with some stuff.
And like projects ruin it, right? Like this is all out because we're trying to deal with the wiring harness on this car.
Got some ZFs.
Yeah, we got
clutches.
I'm out of 6 speeds, but I have 5 speeds, ZFs, Getrags, all-wheel drives, 6-speed all-wheel drive. Every diff ratio they make.
That's good. Got some exhaust pieces. Got all of it. Well, I want Levi to come take a look at the Tesla. What do you think about Teslas? Are you a Tesla guy or no?
No.
You're not a Tesla guy?
So here's the deal. Teslas are a cool toy, right?
Yeah.
They're not an answer, but it's like owning a 2-stroke dirt bike. Like, it's functionally useless, but it's fun as hell to own.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not going to ride a 2-stroke to work every day, but I'd still own one.
Yeah.
Tesla's the same thing. Like, I would have one because they're stupid fast, but they're not a good car.
Yeah, they're like the build quality is kind of weird, and then all that other stuff. Just and then also,
longevity's not
me
there.
and Levi, we're kind of matching Super Duty guys now.
That's true.
So
you got the big dog though.
The big dog. You need.
I make more power though.
Well, yeah, for now, I guess.
Yours is too new. Nobody messes with them anymore.
No, they do. Well, mine's the one that's stupid. It's the 22, so you have to do the ECU swap and all that stuff. I did get power running boards though. So this is kind of, I mean, I looked at it a little bit when I was at the auction too, but I didn't look at it a whole lot. So it's already previously wrecked.
Oh, and they were already repaired it once?
Yeah, so it was wrecked in 2022. They replaced like the quarter, the doors, the airbags, all kinds of stuff, and then it got wrecked again. Here we are.
So what are you doing with it? Are you gonna repair it, or are you gonna do something cool and like swap it into something?
I think I'm gonna do the thing where you fix it and drive it.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know what else to do with it. Somebody did some shoddy body work though. I could see some, I guess it's not terrible, but I could see some.
Well, this needs to be like underneath like a 55 Chevy truck or something.
Yeah, I mean that would be cool, because this is the P1, it's not a P, as far as I know. It's a 100D, so it's the big dog, the big battery, the dual motor, all that stuff. But I drug it up on the trailer just like this. This thing was a pain in the ass. And the whole back, like it's locked, everything's locked up, it's mad, but I got it on there.
Yes.
Well, I don't want to make this video go too long, but if you guys need any parts, hit up 3 Series Parts in Denver.
Or buy my trailer.
Or buy the trailer. It's already lifted, ready to go. All right. Hey, we're gonna stop, drop off cylinder head too, and then we're gonna head back and try to unload this damn thing. Look at that unit. That thing's freaking sweet. Hey, what do you think of my Tesla? You like it? Oh, geez, she's out. Kenzie, what do you think of my Tesla? Oh, she doesn't. Oh, no, she doesn't care. Jamie, what do you think of my Tesla?
I don't know. You can't even get in it.
I can't even get in it yet. Well, I think now that I discovered the battery, that we could get to the battery, I should be able to get in there. Because this thing goes up now, and then there's a battery right there. But when I got to the junkyard, or when I got to the thing, there was a ton of stuff right here, and you couldn't reach it. Well, I just didn't see that. But now I think technically you could hook up a battery, and then it might. And then it might.
And it might.
Then it might. But yeah, this thing is low. I'd like to get it to raise up. You can see all the air lines going to right here, and then there's like an air compressor right there. So this thing's gonna be sick, but it's crazy because it just got in an accident and it just went right over. So the frame rail.
Oh, you don't even have to straighten the frame.
Yeah, so it's just good to go. We just put a headlight and a bumper and a hood and a fender and fender liners and some other stuff back here, and then we might be all right. Right, Jamie?
Yeah.
Well,
Tesla truck.
Windshield.
Tesla Trev and a windshield. I think we figured out what happened though. So you can see Sophia, she was WUZ was here, Sophia, and she wrote something right here on the front, and it says established 2002. But I think what happened is Sophia came here, wrote something on the windshield. Her friend hopped in the car, or whoever was on this thing, drove it. Obviously had a bunch of shit in their windshield, plowed in the back of a semi or something, and then now Trev has a Tesla. Huh? Right?
Yeah.
You like it? Well, you know, like, not like we didn't. Oh, the other thing, I didn't really pay attention to auction pictures. I didn't really see this.
That's not cute.
Didn't see all the stuff. You know, I think a clapped out Tesla is kind of cooler than a clean Tesla though. Like one with like different colored body panels and stuff on it, and
Like the Supra.
like the Supra, yeah. Maybe we could wrap it, we could do whatever. But there she is, that's the thing. I think there's a...
Now park it in the back and let it sit for a little bit.
You think? Let it sit for a couple months. You know what? If we had to wait until I finished all my other projects before I started another project, nothing would ever get done, probably, or maybe that's the problem. All right, we heard something. What does that mean? Does this mean the doors are open? We don't have a key. I hear something up here. I mean, I don't know.
Can you reach it from this side? Because this one's down farther.
That door handle doesn't open, I guess. Opens. That's nice. But if the back opened, that would probably mean that there's like a key around here, right? You got
Yeah, you wouldn't think it would open at all.
like it should not. Look at that wheel. That's kind of sick.
Oh, you gonna get through that way?
I don't know. I guess. Yeah, that wouldn't have. What are these?
Try this. If you want to
Oh,
reach
how
this
you
way.
doing? We got some
Oh.
9mm.
Sophia was packing.
Sophia was packing.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh, there's dog bowls. Want some food?
Right.
Oh yeah, look at that. We got the 220 connector. I don't think I have one that. There's nothing on the wall that looks like that though, right? I don't have like the four.
Yeah,
prong.
see if that's.
I don't have the 4-prong guy.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll like lock it in. All
All right, so we have the jump box that doesn't kick on and off. This one kicks on and off every 5 seconds. You could hear it kicking on and off. You could hear something actuating up here. There was 2 fuses right here that were missing, so I went ahead and just put 2 of those in there. There's 1 missing right there, and the fuse box cover is off. But was able to get in the back, open this door, but these things don't work. There's obviously no key in the car. As far as I know, the Model S, you can't do anything without a key in the car. And so we gotta, I think that's one of the big wheels, like the turbine spoke. Those things are cool looking. I really like
We
that.
found Sophia.
Oh. So I think this was a guy's car. Maybe his girlfriend did that.
Yeah, and then he was probably mad.
And then he was probably pissed because he got in an accident. Yeah.
Get in the glove box or is it?
Alright, so we're cruising up through here and we're gonna see if we could find some sort of a key, something. I don't know. I don't know what's in here. What's crazy, I think that was working.
Yeah, try it.
But I just wonder, I don't know if there's a spot where you're supposed to put the key, or I don't know anything about Teslas, but yeah, you could see everything that's in here. You got some tickets and
Is there? That looks like a ring lock.
okay, so that opened. Flashers are on. Nothing here though. All right, so we plugged in the battery. Key not inside vehicle, unable to drive. Model S long range. 0%. Oh my goodness. All right,
I mean, the key's in there?
no, it says key not inside, unable to drive.
I think
But-
it's just because that battery's so dead.
Yeah, I mean maybe because it shows 0%.
Let's plug it in. Oh, it's unplugged. We need to get another cord out here.
Will it start lifting? Compressing?
Well, it says the battery's dead. See right there, it says 0%.
Let's see, suspension.
Because it won't charge unless it actually activates it too.
Well, this is kind of tight. That this
Suspension adjustment unavailable.
Yeah.
Is what it said.
really
Cabin overheat protection
40
disabled.
43,000 miles. Autopilot full self-driving.
Wow. Very
Autopilot included package, standard connectivity.
Juggy.
We just need to go suspension and raise this guy.
good. It said disabled on here. Right there, air suspension adjustment unavailable.
Dang.
Man, you think they'd just for towing reasons?
Last time he charged it was February
It's been towed since
and he
then.
paid $12.
Well, the last time you paid charged.
Mm-hmm. I just want to raise it up. Nice. Look at this. Now we could maybe windows. You want to see if the
That opened.
back windows will.
Is this closed now?
Well, I'm just happy that it's doing something. This is better than it was before, so works for me. All right, so this is where she's gonna sit for, well, overnight. I don't know what else to do with this thing other than plug it in, let it kind of charge. We don't have any sort of, we don't have a key, so we can't really do anything with it. I opened the door earlier and it just started honking at me and doing a bunch of stuff. I accidentally put it in valet mode. So as soon as we put the actual battery charger and charged the 12 volt battery, then I sat in the driver's seat, I pushed the brakes, I pushed the pedal, I started messing with stuff, and then all of a sudden the screen turned on. It was still in the previous owner's profile, and then I was like, I seen a valet, and I was like, oh, valet. Clicked valet, like, oh, maybe it'll let me drive it, because, it didn't let me drive it. It basically locked a bunch of the features out. So I need to get the title and everything in my name, and then basically reach out to Tesla, and then they should be able to add it to my account on my Tesla app, which I didn't have a Tesla app until 10 minutes ago. So I got the Tesla app, I got an account. We're gonna try to add this thing. I did find the previous owner on Facebook. So I tried to send him a message, but it didn't say, said he doesn't accept message requests. So I tried to add him as a friend. So we'll see. This all just happened in the last like 20 minutes. But cool thing, it looks like it's charging. You can see we got it plugged in on the back of the shop. Maybe we'll get a couple miles on this thing, so that way if we do so happen to get that figured out, that way, you know, maybe we could get it on there. I would really like to raise this thing up so that way it could actually come off the trailer pretty nice. But looking at the damage in the front, it's not terrible. You can see this whole front crash beam didn't really even get touched at all. You could see it did push these little crash sensors. Well, I think those are actually the crash sensors there in the back. Those didn't even get touched. So messed up this shroud right here, but I don't think that's leaking. Doesn't look like it's leaking. We obviously need 2 headlights. Bumper's a little bit boogered up. Hood is obviously pretty trash, but like, I think in theory, if we put a hood on this thing and 2 headlights and this little beam that goes across it to hold the hood latch on, and probably a hood latch and maybe this little plastic piece, like in theory, then this thing would probably be, you know, it would look kind of like a Tesla. Obviously it needs fenders because those are pretty trashed right there. But yeah, I don't know, fender liner as well. Bunch of little things, but never messed with one of these things before, so I don't know a whole lot about it. But if you know anybody with some Tesla parts, this thing is a 2019 Model S 100D long range is what it is. So I was hoping that it was going to be a P100D, which is the performance one, which those are the ones that are just really, really fast, but this one still should be pretty fast and should have like a 300+ mile range. It also only had 43,000 miles on it, which I feel like for a Tesla, people usually drive these things a lot. That, you know, it should have been maybe a little bit higher, but this thing was previously wrecked, and we'll talk about that in the future. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get home for the night, let this thing charge, and see if we can figure out some stuff with previous owner. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Should we keep this thing as just a boring Model S as daily driver, or should we do like some belligerent swap with it? But if you haven't got any entries yet to win the JZX100 Toyota Chaser, this thing is a right-hand drive, and we have it over here on the lift. We're getting ready to install the factory 1JZ GTE turbo engine in this thing to make it a little bit more power. So if Teslas aren't your thing, I don't think we're going to be doing a Tesla giveaway anytime soon, but we are giving away this Chaser. It ends at the end of the month, and we are currently doing 20 times entries. So tap the link below this video, grab some entries, and good luck. See you later.